You guys, welcome to my channel. This is ᴛᴜ'ᴇ Tarot, where we keep it PG, but always keep it a G. So let's get into this reading. Let's see what occurs, okay? I feel like there's something very significant in regards to you guys have some amazing comebacks, okay? Whoever's watching this video, I definitely feel like somebody is trying to invoke some sort of pain on you verbally with what they're saying or what they're doing. This could be physically, but it's wherever resonates for you. But I feel like however it goes, whatever way you're coming back, you got some really, really good comebacks that are leaving people speechless or just leaving people just stuck, okay? So I also feel like there's something very significant in regards to there is something about you being very, very grateful, okay? Um, and I feel like there is something where somebody's person, this is someone opposite of you, they're a third party situation that is connected to them really likes you, okay? They feel like you're very soothing, you're very calming, there's just something very relaxing about your energy, and so forth, okay? I also feel like there is something where okay, so okay, so this just threw me off a little bit. So there is something where somebody really wants to be your friend. Okay? Somebody like really, really wants to be your friend. And I genuinely feel like there is something where I'm not gonna lie, I really feel like your spiritual team wants you to be with wait, before I say what I'm about to say. So what? So when okay. Okay, look. Somebody has a partner, right? Or if this is not a partner, somebody they're in a relationship with. This is like a friendship, a connection, somehow, some way they're connected to somebody. This person wants to be in your friend group. You have some sort of friend group that is like just super, super cool. Or just like it's something of, I don't know, you have a friend group that's really calm, really conquering. You guys might have good comebacks. You guys aren't anxious. There's something about a lot of anxiety, a lot of like shaky, like, oh my God, like type of energy, like things being very unsteady. And I feel like it's something about you and your group where you're not really unsteady. Everything's just smooth sailing. So I feel like there is somebody who feels like your friend group is hella fucking cool. Um, the thing is though, is somebody is so inspired by you. They feel like you're amused. They feel like you're doing something creative that's going to work for you. But somebody partner is so triggered by this because they feel like they're this okay, the person opposite of you, they feel like somebody connected to someone they don't feel this way. But somebody, well, maybe they do feel this way, but somebody connected to them is so inspired by you. Now, I don't think that they want to go with you or anything. I just think, I don't know, maybe you turned them down and they realize they won't get a chance with you, or maybe they just don't, they don't look at you like that at all. But this is giving some sort of idolization in a way, like somebody just looks up to you, okay? Um, Someone's partner does not like that because they feel like you're very beautiful or they feel like you could be this person's muse. Now, this is the thing. There is something where somebody wants to be there for you as a shoulder to cry on. Okay? I don't feel like they have any sleazy, lustful intentions towards you. Okay? There's also something very significant in regards to someone that you were connected with, who was very lustful, they also peeped this too. And they peep like somebody just genuinely wants to be there for you because they feel like they just aren't inspired. It's something that want me to say like you're in a fucked up situation, but you're not. It's like you're supposed to be fucked up about something. Oh my God, I'm trying not to curse. You're supposed to be, okay. You're supposed to be just not in a good state somehow, some way. Okay, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever the case may be. And you are pretty good in every freaking state of mind, including your group. It's just something about the way someone opposite of you feels like you and your group move very militant, and they like something about it. It's like a very legacy type of energy. I'm hearing little baby insecurities. If you hear that now, the name of the song is totally different than when you hear the song. When you hear the song, it's like the beat come on and it's like, this cannot be a song about insecurities. But it's like Lil Baby is popping it on this song. It's like he has this vibe like, I'm still that nigga, I'm still that person. Okay, I'm trying not to curse. I'm still that person, I'm still me. I'm still gonna pop it, I'm still gonna get money, I'm still gonna make moves, but I'm not perfect, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. And it's like he has somebody that he likes, that's a lover, and he's just letting them know like the things that he'll do for them. He'll be there for them, he'll provide them security, stability. They won't have to worry, a peace of mind, and so forth. That could be something very similar that you and your group do for each other. Okay, like you guys, when one person is falling, like one person is when one person's like drops the ball, it's like boom, another person comes in and picks it up. It's like, is this something where this person likes you in a group's dynamic? Okay, now their sole focus is completely on you, but they've also, due to focusing on you, they've been able to view how your group moves. Okay, and I just feel like this person really wants to be there for you, because even underneath all of this militant type of vibe you have with this group, these comebacks that you have for somebody that's 30 through 40, like an older person or something, or older, this could be about middle-aged people, your comebacks, your calming energy in the midst of anxious situations. It's just like this person genuinely is just like, I know like you're good, but if you ever are not and you need a shoulder to cry on, like, I'm here. Because in the background of this situation, there's something about you being with somebody lustful, somebody who thought that like they could just have a sexual relationship with you or just treat you like an object, and like they thought you wouldn't catch on, but they see that you caught on. You're definitely not dumb to a situation at all. And they ended up finding this out by being nosy. Okay, curiosity kills some sort of cat. And they see like if they don't transform, you're gonna leave them behind. Um, or I almost said believe. So, okay, maybe somebody is telling you like, hey, this person is not good for you. Maybe this could be this person that's like telling you or showing you this or something. It's like this person this is how this person feels about you. This person feels like everything about you is fucking amazing, except this one situation with you and this person. Everything else about you is so fucking inspiring, except this one situation that you just need to leave a fuck alone. And if you leave this situation a fuck alone, you will be the most inspiring person this person ever known in their life. That's just how somebody feels about you. Okay. And they just honestly want to help you it's almost like somebody seeing, like, I'm not saying you have potential, like you already got it, whatever it is, inspiration, a great destiny, a blessed life, a protective crown chakra, your spiritual team protects you. Like, you got it, you got everything you need. It's just, I really genuinely feel this person is just like, if you can just get over this hurdle, it's nothing that can stop you. Like, that's just how somebody feels. And I don't know if they seen somebody go through this situation, or this person has been through this situation, because normally when I see this energy and feel energies like this in a reading where somebody just wants to come in and help you, it's because 9 times out of 10 it could be a situation where they feel like I was you once before, or it could be a vibe of like they know somebody who's went through something similar to this. But it's almost like somebody is just like, they don't want to see you go down the wrong path. That's really the vibes it's giving. um I don't really feel any romantic energy. I don't know, maybe at a certain point there was romantic energy, but I think this person has it's like this person views you, they don't even it's almost like an idolization. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's like the only freaking word that keeps coming up, is a idolization. It's like this person has went past romantic feelings in regards to you, and they have put you on this, not even this pedestal, but it's like a throne. I don't know, someone's want me to say a throne. They almost look at you as a god. I don't know, you could be a god or a goddess, but they are, especially if you are feminine energy, they are looking at you like a goddess. They do not see you as a human being. And that's not in a negative way. But what I mean is they see you as a very, eth- eth- how do you say it? Ethereal? Ethereal. They see you as that type of being. Like, it's not to say like you're God, but it's just to say that you definitely, you got some close connections to him. You're tapped into something in regards to a situation that does not make this person look at you as somebody that they could just fuck. They don't even look at you as somebody that they can have kids with. They look at you as like an inspiration. Like, you are somebody who is going to inspire the masses. That's how this person feels about you. Now, this is the thing. You help somebody out of a situation from like themselves, okay? Like, you genuinely help somebody to get out of this. A Sagittarius could be significant. But there is something where a situation is going to come through for you in the nick of time, because crazy as it may be, somebody could have been trying to make it seem like they helped you and taught you some things. And it's starting to be realized that that's the other way around. Okay? Um yeah, it's like somebody is trying to make it seem like they have the magic. They're the person that is connected to a higher realm, to the divine and spiritual team, and it's like in the nick of time though, because I'm not gonna lie, it was looking like, oh yeah, somebody taught you everything you need to know. They taught you the game, they taught you how to get through life, and then something happened where it just switched, like, oh no, you taught someone how to get through life. Okay? And I'm not gonna lie, you came into somebody's life at a time where they definitely, I don't know, something wasn't looking good, where it just looked like, give them a couple months and they would have either, died, or they would have, the S word. Okay, one or the other. So you came in and like you were a guiding light to stop that and to guide the person to where they need to be. And the reason that this was going to occur was because this person was not fulfilling their mission in life. They were just very stagnant. And what normally happens spiritually, how it goes is, if you are not doing your part, if you're not breaking generational curses, like, your spiritual team have you on this earth to utilize you. Okay? It's like if you go to a job, if you don't do your job right, if you're not working how you're supposed to, if you're not really working at all, they're going to fire you. It's nothing that can be really done with you. It's no utilization. That's how your spiritual team, and I don't know if I'm coming off harsh, but I'm just cut and dry, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to go over 20 minutes with this reading, but I'm trying to break it down as quickly as possible. So breaking it down as quickly as possible is going to come off a little harsh. The thing about this though is, how your spiritual team looks at you, and nobody really talks about that, but genuinely, I have seen this in readings multiple times. I have seen and heard stories about this multiple times. If you're not doing what your spiritual team is guiding you to do in regards to breaking generational curses for your family, your bloodline, and so forth, your spiritual team will just take you out and start another life for you. You know, where maybe you're not as stubborn to listen to them, or maybe you know what I'm saying, you will actually do things not just on your own will. Okay. You know, it's one thing to do little things every now and then on your own will. You know, every now and then, sometimes you say, "Hey, I want to throw some in my destiny. I want to be." Maybe you're not rich, meant to be rich. You're gonna be like, "I'm gonna still be rich. I'm gonna go for it." Okay, and you go for it and you be rich. That's fine, you know. But throwing something in your destiny, like, "Oh well, I'm just not going to really work on my spiritual, my my things that I need to work on to break a generational curse." Okay. And your spiritual team is gonna realize, like, we cannot utilize you anymore, and there's nothing that can be done, and they will allow you to get taken out. Okay, that's normally how I go. So I feel like this was what was going to occur to this person, because their spiritual team looks at it like, okay, this is misery for you, and this is miserable for us. So why would we continue to allow you to be miserable? Okay, if you don't find any inspiration, any hope, if you don't figure out what is your zest for life, if you don't find things that keep you feeling like you're alive, you know what I'm saying? Not just living, but if you don't do things that don't make you feel like you're alive, your spiritual team will take you out. And it will be considered in the spiritual realm as a mercy kill, because literally it's just the, you know, like, so I just feel like, you know, for this person, that's what they were going through. This person opposite of you, they were genuinely just living day to day miserable, okay, before you came into their life. And when you came into their life, you changed all of that. All right. You literally helped this person to extend their homegoing. Now, I could see why somebody's spiritual team was trying to take them out, because the way that this person is trying to switch this and make it like it was you, the person that they helped, and you was the one on your last leg, and they came in and extended your, this is probably why, because maybe just how this person tries to manipulate this situation with you, they manipulate situations with their spiritual team, and that's just something you cannot do. You cannot manipulate your spiritual team. You cannot manipulate God. You just can't. God is going to know whether you have good intentions or not. And if he wants to stop something, he's going to stop something. If he wants to continue something, he's going to continue something, even if that means your life. The beneficial thing I feel is crazy enough, this person manifested you. So while somebody is talking or showing or trying, doing whatever they're doing to make it seem like they came in and helped you, they were inspiration for you, and it's been shown and proven that that is completely false. What's so crazy? This person trying to shit on shit on you, and they literally prayed for you. Not only prayed for you, but manifested you. I'm not going to lie. This is what's so crazy. This person might be a effed up person, but I've told y'all once before, the better person you are, the more to the back you're going to get to that VIP line. You're going to be way, way in the back. I guarantee you, the better the person you are, you're going to be in the back. You're going to be in that long, long waiting line in that VIP. The worse of the person you are, you're going to get to the front of that line, because God wants to make you an example of how you can be able to turn darkness from light. God loves irony. God loves example. God loves working on the people who actually need work. The people who don't need work, God is not finna be pushing you to the VIP line. You've already worked on yourself. Your intuition, your discernment, everything is on point. What do God need to do putting you to the front of the VIP line? What do you need help with? Most people, like, that's why people say, why do the good things always happen to the bad people? Because the bad people, they don't really have hope. They don't have inspiration. They don't have zest for life. So God tries his hardest to get through them, to bring goodness to their life, to show them like, hey, there's inspiration, there's hope, there's zest for life. But do that always work? No, it doesn't. But the good people, you did the fuck in. And this is where a lot of people's faith in the divine, their spiritual team really can break. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a very harsh reality that good people go through the worst shit, the shit that you wouldn't believe, back to back to back to back to back to back. And it's like, it's no way that this type of person can go through this and they're such a good person. But then the bad people go, it just, good things happen to them over and over and over again. That's because God is not going to make that good person that has worked on themselves, he's not going to really make them an example. I just rarely see that, okay? I mostly see the people who are very effed up people who God really works on, who God is going to put to the front of that VIP line, who God is probably even going to answer prayers a lot more quicker, or at least that's what it's going to feel like when you see how their life is going. That's just how it go, okay? I genuinely feel like you won some sort of competition, and the competition you won is because what's so crazy, this is a messed up person. But like I say, God is going to try to help the bad people first and help the good people last. This person has many times prayed for people to come into their life to extend their homegoing. This person might be a person that deals with depression, suicidal thoughts, and so forth. This person opposite of you, okay? And I genuinely feel like this person has prayed up to God, or maybe their energy just vibrated like, I really need a person. I need a person because I just don't feel life is worth living. And one thing our spiritual team will do is that the spiritual team will be like, okay, wait a minute. I see how depressed you are. I see how sad you are. I see how life is getting for you. If you need a partner, they will bring in a partner. Your spiritual team will do whatever the fuck you want them to do. If they see like something is, you really need something really, really bad. You really need a job. You really, really need a person. You really, really need a home to live in. And they see you get to that point where you start getting suicidal, you start getting depressed. Your spiritual team will work overtime and say, whoa, let's find somebody for them before it gets to this point. They will do that. Okay. And I think this person has done this many times where this might be a he. This person has manifested people in their life many a times. But I'm gonna tell you something. You might be the best person that they manifested. Okay? Because one thing about you, there's something where you're connected to a lot of people who are traditional, wealthy, refined. Um, they have class. They're traditional. What else? Like the suburbs energy. Okay, I don't know if you're from the suburbs or you have a lot of connections that are from the suburban areas. But this person realizes like you were their best person that they manifested ever, as like someone to be like their angel, the earth angel. Okay. All right. So this reading is genuinely saying like when I really, okay. So when I really wrap this reading up, this reading is kind of like saying like, I don't know what occurs because I noticed this. So this person who wants you to cry on their shoulder with no negativity is most likely this same person who's trying to make it seem like they extended your home going. You didn't extend theirs. So this reading is genuinely just saying, you are basically, now this is what I'm going to say I wanted to say for a minute. I almost wanted to say for a minute, I feel like it's your turn to get someone in your life who is your God light. Like, you might not be suicidal. If you are, you know, like that, do whatever you can to whatever works for you to get those negative thoughts out your mind, because I know how it is being depressed, and it's just not, it's not a great feeling. So, do certain things that work for you, okay? Prayer, meditation, even seeing a therapist. Seeing a therapist is not a bad thing. If you need to, please do. Now, do not tell them, you know what I'm saying, but that you want to, that's the word, but do seek a therapist, okay? They even have certain therapists. They have holistic therapists. They don't just have the regular mundane therapists anymore. So you can go to a therapist that like matches your vibe, okay? Even holistic therapists where they will literally do therapy with you and have crystals everywhere, okay? So, but I just genuinely feel like there was an energy where I feel like it's your turn to finally get a guardian angel. That's not to say that like, oh, you're wanting to end it all. But that's just saying like you're going through some sort of pain where you do need somebody's shoulder to cry on. But you need an actual genuine person's shoulder to cry on. I don't really see no one popping up in the energy. I just see this past energy or this past person that is expressing how like you're the best person that they manifested. But one thing about it is the divine does not go for constantly giving manifestations after manifestations and somebody just constantly bombing them. So I don't know how long that's going to last for this person. But I see this person just feels like you're their best one. So this is literally what the reading is saying. This person feels like you're the best person they ever manifested. And this is simply because of like your connections and your value. And also you're just cool and free by yourself without this person. So yeah, this is the reading. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Until next time. Bye-bye.